Question 6, the plurality voting system satisfies the majority. So I'm going to answer 6 and 7 and 8 and 9 and on you go with the other ones. All these kinds of questions right now that talk about the crucial word here being satisfies. So we're talking about whether one condition satisfies another. So does the plurality voting system satisfy the majority criterion? That's our first question. How are we going to answer these questions? Well, it's all about these two charts. Not this one mainly, but this one mainly. Let me mention these, though. These are very important. Where am I getting these charts? Right on the first module, right in the first module of our course, you will see these. Module 1, Voting Theory. It's right near the top. I think it's the third entry from the top underneath the textbook. It's the second entry underneath the textbook, Chapter 1, Voting Theory, Important Notes. So these are the important notes. And it's in Module 1. It's in our module on our course site. So you can find the 4 fairness criterion. I'm giving the words for all 4 fairness criterion. And then down below, I'm giving the 4 voting methods. Here's the 4 methods: plurality, board account, plurality with elimination, and pairwise comparisons. And their strengths and weaknesses, specifically when they violate or satisfy other fairness criterion. And then down at the bottom, I have the statement of Arrow's Impossibility Theorem, which says it is impossible to have a perfect voting method because every possible voting method that could be devised must violate at least one of the 4 fairness criterion. So we have, again, let's make sure you're clear on this. We have 4 fairness criterion, 4 ideas of what should be fair. What is fair? Any truly fair voting method should not violate these 4 principles of fairness. So these are 4 principles of fairness. The majority. If a candidate has a majority, he should win. Condorcet, monotonicity, independence of irrelevant alternatives, etc. I'll let you read through those. Each of those fairness ideas is how we're going to test our different methods of voting. If a voting method violates one of these criterion, then it's bad. It's not fair. These 4 criterion are fair. And so we have the 4 voting methods, and we have the 4 fairness ideas or fairness criterion. So here's the 4 voting methods: plurality, board account, plurality with elimination, and pairwise comparisons. And here's the 4 fairness criterion. And this table is definitely something you want to have in your notes when you take exam number 1, and even when you do the homework. This will tell you how to answer these questions. And notice they all have a violation over here. All the methods violate something, which is why Arrow's Impossibility Theorem says it's impossible to have a perfect voting method. They all violate something. All right, let's get to the particular questions now. So question 6 is does plurality satisfy, that's the opposite of violate, does it satisfy majority? Well, let's look down here at, what was that, plurality and majority. Let's go look at it in our table. So here is plurality. What does it say about majority? It satisfies majority. Plurality satisfies majority. So does plurality satisfy majority? True. That's a true statement. So we got that one. So next, let's try number 7. Does plurality satisfy Condorcet? Let's go down and see it. Plurality violates Condorcet. So no, it does not. That's false. It does not. Okay, next on our list. Does board account satisfy majority? Board account majority. Board account violates majority. In fact, let's look at board account right now. It violates majority, Condorcet, and independence. Board account violates all three of those. So board account is false. It does not satisfy majority. Board account with Condorcet, does it satisfy it? False. We saw that it violates Condorcet as well. Let's go on down to number 10. This is number 10 right here. Does board account satisfy independence of irrelevant? No, again, board account violates Condorcet, majority, and independence of irrelevant alternatives. So no, again, that's false. So now we're on to a different one, number 11. Copeland's method, also known as pairwise comparisons. Does it satisfy majority? Does it satisfy majority? So pairwise comparisons, that's Copeland's. Does it? Yeah, it satisfies majority, Condorcet, and monotonicity. Satisfies majority, true. Copeland pairwise, does it satisfy Condorcet? True. And pairwise, does it satisfy monotonicity? True on all three of those. Finally, the last method. We had one more. Does it satisfy independence of irrelevant? Does it satisfy independence of irrelevant? No, it violates independence of irrelevant, right? Pairwise comparisons violates. So that's a false on 14. Finally, the last method, instant runoff voting, also known as plurality with elimination. So plurality with elimination, does it satisfy majority? What does plurality with elimination do? So plurality with elimination, we're doing these out of order. It satisfies majority, violates monotonicity and Condorcet. So satisfies majority. Does it satisfy majority? True on 15. Does plurality satisfy Condorcet? False. Does plurality with elimination satisfy monotonicity? False. All of that coming from this table, which you want to have in your notes for your homework and exam. It's found in Module 1. Important notes. It's the second from the top.